this video, I'll be challenging myself to do the 100-hour challenge, but with a twist. This challenge will only be within 4 chunks. I am focusing on making this into a creativity challenge. What can I possibly build in only 4 chunks with limited resources? I gave myself a bonus chest just to help me out a little and a daisy because I love it. Now let's see. This chest has quite a bit of resources that I can use. Got the new block over here. We also have some bread and apple. That will do for now as food since I'm not sure what we have in this chunk. I started with clearing out the area to see what we'll be working with. It's a pretty decent area. I'm already thinking about the builds that I want to create and hopefully the materials will be available. I am struggling a little bit with how I'll position everything, but I'll figure it out as we go. It's been 1 hour now, so I started to make myself a food source. I planted some seeds. Man, these phantoms won't leave me alone, so I need a bed soon. I gathered up the 2 chickens I had in my area, tested my luck with their eggs. I also have, if I'm not mistaken, 3 cows, so I'm waiting for the wheat to grow. Oh, I, I can't believe I just did that. Anyway, I also have some uh, not again. As I was saying, I also have some berries, so it will be my source of food for now. I went mining, but I needed torches. I did not find any coal, so I headed back and made some charcoal. While I waited for that to cook, I started thinking of a design for my house. I got my torches and went back to mining, found my very first iron, which made me happy, but half of it was outside the zone, sadly. For the build I have in mind, I need a lot of stone, andesite, and diorite. Ooh, there we go, we found some diorite. I mined a bit and headed back to make my first iron pick. Got my pick, fed my chickens, planted some seeds, and got myself a bed. This tree is really bothering me, but I can't chop it off because it's outside the border. So I decided to cheat a little just to remove it. I increased the world border, chopped the tree, and changed it back. Now it looks so much better. I went mining again to gather up some materials for my build because I really want to get started on building. All this mining is reminding me of when I first got into Minecraft, which was like when I was 14, I think, which is like 7 years ago. I had this old HP mini laptop and I had Minecraft on it, and I would play like I would sit and play for hours, and I have fun even though back then Minecraft didn't really have much. Like right now we have all these new updates and beautiful biomes, but back then, I still enjoyed it. I remember I would try to build, but obviously, I didn't know how to build. To this day, I am still improving on my builds and trying to get better. I mined for a bit and headed back. I started gathering up some wood and leaves for the build. The wheat just refuses to grow. So I made a composter and gathered up the leaves that I just harvested to make bone meal so I can finally gather up my cows. I got my wheat and I made a little fence area for my cows. I went to get them, but the sheep decided to come with them. I didn't want the sheep to be in the same area as them, but I'll fix that later on. I also want to add that I placed the chickens and cows here temporarily. I'll make them a beautiful place later. I went mining again and found this cave. It was pretty mid. When When I finally made my way down the cave, mobs kept attacking me, and it was really hard to stay alive because I didn't have proper armor or tools. Actually, I didn't even have armor at all because there is not much iron here. It was pretty boring, but on my way back, something interesting happened. I found a lush cave, and luckily, a bit of it was in my zone. I grabbed some blueberries and moss and headed back to my house. So I've been hearing a bunch of mob sounds here. I found out where it's coming from. This cave was literally filled with mobs. I don't even know how it's possible. There are just so many. I don't think this angle even shows how many mobs there were in this cave. I struggled a lot fighting them. I'm literally fighting for my life here. This Enderman came after me and I literally had a heart attack. Sadly, this is a voiceover, so can't really hear my scream, but just imagine me screaming here. I got a jump scare from the skeleton. I really thought I cleared out this cave, but I guess not. That was hell, but I somehow managed to get myself home without losing any of my stuff. I started chopping down some wood because I need a lot of wood for my build. I was just minding my own business when all of a sudden someone decided to pay me a visit and scared the crap out of me.
何お前はもう死んでいる。
I couldn't resist. I had to add a meme there. It was such a meme template. Guess what? I went mining again. Turns out I forgot to get myself some deep slate last time I went mining. I got myself some iron. Oh, and look at that! It's my first diamond! Let's go! I am just trying to find out where are all these mobs that I keep hearing. My first diamond, my first diamond, my first diamond. I am so glad I found some lava because I really wanted to make a cobblestone generator so that I can have infinite stone. Now I have enough resources to start building my house. I still need to smelt some cobblestone to get stone, so I'm going to be time lapsing that process in short clips. Now that went on for quite some time, so I went and got myself some string to make a fishing rod to be able to fish for more string, and the grind continued. After almost 6 hours of gathering resources, I finally started building my house. I felt that this corner is perfect for my build because I designed the house to be in a way that it's a corner house so that I will have a bunch of space left to do other builds. The house is a medieval kind of style. I also feel like being restricted to only 4 chunks made this a lot harder to gather up materials for the build. What took a long time is getting lots of wood because I needed to replant every tree that I chopped and also smelting cobblestone to get stone. I couldn't find much coal, so I needed to make some charcoal. I had to wait for that. But that's the whole point of the challenge. It's supposed to be a creative challenge and do what you can do with limited resources. the way the house turned out in the end, but with a little bit of landscaping and adding more builds around, it will enhance it even more. I will be doing that in the second episode of this series, so make sure to look out for that. Thank you so much for watching. This video took a long time to make, and I would really appreciate it if you would leave a like and subscribe and click that little notification button to be notified whenever I upload a new video. I appreciate you all very much. Leave a comment down below if you want to see a tutorial on how to build this medieval style house.